Ladies and gentlemen, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce to you the young lady who is responsible for this ceremony and so many, many more in the history of Austintown. She was the head of the PTA, a member of the school board. She was in and started the Growth Foundation. She does the Wycliffe Christian, the Christmas tree lighting. She was in the Kiwanian. She was a charter group that started Austintown 4th of July ceremony in 1976 when we were celebrating the 200-year anniversary of our country. She's the author of Austintown Township history novel, and she has done more public, more religious, and more general organizational work here in Austintown than anybody in its history. The Vindicator calls her the Queen of Austintown, but we know better. We call her Mrs. Austintown. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Mrs. Joyce Pogany.
Okay. Thank you. If I'd have known he was going to say all that, I would have worn a gown or something. Thank you very much. It is true that we started this in 1976 with the very first 4th of July parade and the very first flag raising that we had here in Austintown, and we have continued it. And it always started at the school and ended here where we had a ceremony. And it's wonderful to be in Austintown and know that we do this every year. I was going to introduce Ken Carano, but since he took over, he's the boss, I guess, right? Yes. At this time, we were going to have the presentation of the colors. If everyone would please stand. pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. After we sing the Star Spangled Banner, I'm sorry. Here, Ken Carano is going to lead us.
Oh, say,
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous light o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave. You may be seated. Thank you, Color Guard Fitch. You've done it again. Great. And our trumpet player, thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce someone new to the community, our new superintendent of Austintown Schools, Dave Capizzulo. Mr. Capizzulo, welcome to Austintown. Let me get my stuff out of here. I thought I had one. I have one on my left leg down.
Good morning, everyone. I love when I get introduced as new because I'm not new, and we were just comparing scars for new knee surgery, so that'll show you I'm not new. But I did complete my third year here in Austintown as the superintendent, so I've been here for 3 years, and just what drew me here is just being a West Sider. I'm from Youngstown, went to Cheney, graduated from Cheney, and when things were going a little bit differently for Austintown, when I was at Girard being their superintendent, I was talking to a couple board members and talking to some people, and I just couldn't understand it because my view of Austintown for years growing up and being a West Sider was just so high, and this just proves it. You know, it's hard to say no to this lady for anything, but the community, how it just always comes together no matter what it is. It's just very impressive with the school, the police department, historical society, the township, the trustees. It's just really one unit when you think about it, and that's how it should be. Any unit that wants to run really well. Jeremy and Bill, thank you for being here today with your members. I appreciate what you guys always do and how hard you're working, so keep it up. Thank you. Hopefully in the 3 years you saw some great changes and you saw some things that are going really well for the school. I believe we're very hot. I believe we're a hotbed right now for people trying to get into. There's very few houses for sale. Austintown's filling up. The apartments and so forth are full. We get calls and requests from kids and families all year long to come into Austintown schools. We do have 309 teachers, and we do have 180 course offerings at the high school, which is an education that is just, I'll challenge any school district to what we offer. But I was asked also to give a little memory of my childhood 4th of Julys. The biggest thing I would say, looking back when Joyce asked me to speak to everyone, I would just say that one of the couple times coming to Fitch to watch fireworks at the stadium, and I was just talking to Jim about that, and it was before the turf went down, and I didn't even think about that, but shooting the breeze about when that all took place. But I remember sitting in those bleachers and watching fireworks, and making the 5-minute drive home to Youngstown. But one of the things that happened even here this morning is what brought back a great memory for me too. Was it wasn't just what your household did back then when we were kids. It was the whole street, the whole block was involved, and the whole block was part of your life. And everyone knew everybody, and everyone took care of everyone. But you celebrated, your whole street with what the 4th of July meant to everyone. So here and then later on, I know they're all lined up with the chairs for the parade, and we're all ready for that. But this is exactly why I did come to Austintown, because I knew how it was. I knew what it was. And it's that again, and it's very strong. And it's for you, Joyce, and for people out here in the audience, and the trustees that are here today, and past trustees, the Historical Society. You guys have greeted me so warmly this morning, and I thank you for all of that. It's my honor to serve you. We try to give our best every day, and we try to get better tomorrow than we were yesterday. So I'm open door. If you need anything from me and I could do anything for you in return, please don't hesitate. But thank you for having me and being a part of this morning. It's very special to me, and thank you.
I got it. Let me get my can. Yes, I'm good. He asked me if I was good, and I said yes. And some of my family's here, and I don't know if they would agree with that or not. But anyways, I would like to introduce some of our special guests today. You can either stand up or wave your hands. Our trustees, Monica Devers, Stephen Kent, and Bob Santos. And Laura, wait a minute, one more. Laura Wolf, where are you? Standing back there. All right, let's give them a great big hand. Thank you, Superintendent Capizzulo. It was very interesting to hear what you had to say. And I think everyone here is very much aware of what we're doing in our community and in our schools and in all the organizations that represent our schools. We have a great community, and I'm going to tell you just a brief history of the log cabin. The house here was a house covered with artificial brick and wood, broken doors, no windows, and St. Andrew's Church, the church on the other side of the woods here, bought the abandoned house to tear it down. And when the demolition crew came, they realized that under the artificial brick and the wood was a log cabin, and so they stopped demolition. And then we searched things out, and we found out that Calvin Austin was the first actual person who actually lived in Austintown, and that's how we got our name. And so he bought this property, and we thought, it's just appropriate that we call it the Austin Log Cabin in honor of Judge Calvin Austin. And it took us 3 years. That was in 1973. And in 1976, we had our very first Austintown 4th of July parade, and it started at the high school, came down Raccoon Road, and ended here with a brief ceremony. And we have been using it since then. And the chimney that you see there was once a kitchen. It came out to about where these flowers are. And when they took off the artificial brick and the wood and realized there was a room here, they destroyed the room because it wasn't part of the original logs. Now the logs are pointed at the corners, and it's called a steeplechase log, and so we know that it was built before 1824. And so here we had this kitchen that was torn down and a big hole in the wall. And our Boy Scouts and their dads drove to Salem, Ohio. There was one-room schoolhouse that was being torn down. And they loaded up this brick day after day after day and came over here and built this brick chimney on the outside and a beautiful brick fireplace on the inside. And people say, how did that get there? And it was a kitchen. It came out to the flowers, and it was not part of the original building, so it was gone, and we have the fireplace and the chimney. And we're open the first Sunday of every month from 1 to 4 for free tours. And you don't even need to make a reservation. If you need a reservation, call me. I'm in the telephone book, and we'll get you in for a free private tour. But we're very blessed to have the Austin Log Cabin here. And then I have to do a commercial. We also have the Strockstone House, which is out the very last house before the Meander Reservoir. And it's totally different than this. We've less time sit here. We have an upstairs one-room schoolhouse replica. We have a dunce's cap, which I've never had a dunce's cap on, but we have one up there. And we have the cornerstone from the original Fitch building upstairs in our classroom up there. And we have one room that looks like a bedroom and one that's full of memorabilia that was found here. And then at the Strockstone House, it's totally different. It's fancy with lace curtains and everything. And so we are blessed in Austintown to have 2 National Historic Landmarks. And we're open both places, 1 to 3. 1 to 4. Boy, I made a mistake on that. And on behalf of the Austintown Historical Society, thank you for coming this morning. Thank you, trustees. Where's our speaker? There he is. Thank you for speaking today. And on behalf of the Austintown Historical Society, please go inside. We have coffee and continental breakfast ready for everyone. Thank you for coming. And thank you, color guard and trumpet player. Outstanding work. Let's give him another hand. Thank you so much. All right, that concludes our meeting today. And please go in and have light refreshments. Thank you.
Hello, Austintown. I'm Jim Davis, your 4th of July Committee Chairman, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2022 Austintown 4th of July Parade here in Austintown, Ohio. It is a beautiful sunny day. We hope you are all enjoying your 4th of July weekend here in Austintown and partaking in fireworks events and parades and barbecues in your backyard. We hope everybody's having fun. Pretty soon we're going to be joined by some of the finest people here in Austintown, our police, our fire, our military, the business owners, the baseball teams, softball teams, football teams, organizations, clubs, social groups here that make Austintown the great community it is. So we hope that you're ready and excited for a great 4th of July parade. We've got judges in the parade that are going to judge the parade. And I am actually one of the judges. I'm going to be judging from up here on the review stand, but I'm going to be using your applause when these floats come by to determine who deserves to be named the best float of this year's parade. So we hope that we have your help to do that. If you would like to join a future parade, please join and follow Austintown Fireworks Celebration on Facebook. All of the registration material you would need to be a part of our parade would be there. Or you could contact Bruce Shepis, who is the parade chairman. Bruce does a fantastic job since taking it over about 5 years ago for us. And it was a huge undertaking, and this parade has grown by leaps and bounds. And so excited to have Bruce put this on for us every year. Special thanks to Austintown Township, their Board of Trustees, Monica Devers, Robert Santos, and Steve Kent, along with Laura Wolf, their fiscal officer, for putting this on and helping us by providing the police department and the fire department from Austintown to make sure everybody is safe today and enjoying the parade. All right, making their way down Raccoon Road is the Austintown Police Department leading off the parade. Look at that beautiful Chevy Camaro donated courtesy of Greenwood Chevrolet driven by Detective Sergeant Jeff Toth, our DARE officer. Jeff, thank you for your service. Our police department, Bob Gavalier, Police Chief. Also, our Austintown Fire Department, Fire Chief Andy Frost, Assistant Chief Dave Schertzer, driving the Austintown Fire Department truck. Also, our men and women of the Austintown Fire Department. Thank you to those that keep us safe when we're in bed at night, the men and women of the Austintown Police and Fire Departments. Also, our Austintown Fire Department, in their co-op with the Lane Life Trans, providing EMS and safety services for us. Lane Life Trans, Chief Tom Lambert. Thank you to Lane for keeping us all safe. We're joined by more fire trucks of the Austintown Fire Department. Those guys look a little young to be firemen. We're starting them early. Once again, thank you to our safety forces, safety service, men and women of the Austintown Fire Department. Thank you to the Mahoning County Hazmat team for joining us in today's parade. Thank you guys, good to see you. Our neighbors to the west, Jackson Township and the Jackson Township Fire Department. The Jackson Township Fire Department always prepared to back us up if we need them. Always helping us out, so thank you guys. We celebrate our independence today thanks to these gentlemen here, our fine veterans. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service. The men and women of our safety services, thank you, veterans. Our color guard courtesy of the American Legion Post 301. Thank you, gentlemen. In that Jeep there, you'll notice our Grand Marshal of today's parade, Mr. Ron Latone. Ron Latone of Superior Auto Body, celebrating over 50 years in business here in the Austintown community. Thank you to Ron and everyone at Superior for all they do for Austintown. Today's parade named a smashing success. Thank you to the American Legion Post 301 once again. David Ewing, Commander. David is also the second Vice Commander for the 9th District. Once again, to the members of the American Legion Post, thank you for your service to our country. Also joined by members of our VFW Post 4237, Veterans of Foreign Wars. The VFW and VFW Auxiliary Post 4237 is located in Wycliffe Circle, honoring veterans of foreign wars, and supports not only our veterans, but also they support the men and women currently serving our country and their families. So thank you to the members of the VFW. Also, thank you to the members of the Disabled American Veterans, Post number 2. Without our veterans, we don't celebrate Independence Day. So thank you to the men and women, once again, of our armed services and our veterans who have previously served our country. Once again, our members of the Disabled American Veterans Post number 2. God bless the USA. Thank you guys for serving. Also joining them on the truck, Boy Scouts of America, Troop number 55 out of Youngstown. Thank you. The truck today being driven by Bob Cooper. Thank you, Bob. Thank you to our DAV post here, Chapter 2, based out of our Austintown Senior Center. Stop by anytime. If you are a veteran, stop in there. Joining us next is our Austintown Township Board of Trustees. Trustee Robert Santos, Trustee Monica Devers, Trustee Steve Kent, and also our favorite fiscal officer, Miss Lori Wolf. The truck being driven by your Austintown zoning inspector, Darren Crivelli. I see his better half, his sister Debbie, is in the truck with him. Debbie, hello, happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to our trustees. Thank you guys for keeping our community heading in the right direction. Thank you. Following them, Austintown's own Superior Auto Body, John Latone, Renee Latone, and the Latone family. Superior Auto Body, in business for over 50 years. The Latone family started business here in 1969, and it has been in Austintown since 1982. Family owned and operated by the Latone family, born and raised right here in Austintown. We're now joined by the Austintown Historical Society and Joyce Pogany. Hello, Joyce. Thank you for a great ceremony this morning. That is an actual replica made to scale of the Austintown log cabin. The actual Austintown log cabin was built before 1824 at the corner of South Raccoon and Burgett Roads by John Packard and was discovered in 1974 before it was going to be torn down. On July 4th, 1976, Austintown had its first 4th of July parade, going from Fitch High School to the Austin Log Cabin, where dedication was held. The log cabin is open every Sunday, the first Sunday of each month from 1 to 4, and they provide free tours, courtesy of the Austintown Historical Society. So please stop out and see them. Following them is the Mahoning County Commissioners and also the committee to re-elect Carol Righetti, County Commissioner. But there are county commissioners, Mr. David Ditzler, Austintown graduate, Austintown proud. Mr. Anthony Trafficante, and also Carol Righetti. Thank you to them, our county commissioners. How you doing, Carol? Great to see you. Thank you guys for being a part of our parade. Marty, there's Marty. Marty, how are you? Look at this. Mike Ray, City Ward Commissioner, thank you. There's our Austintown Rotary. The Austintown Rotary is continuing its tradition of service to the community with scholarships, dictionaries for all third graders, and roadside cleanup twice a year. Thank you to the Austintown Rotary, Double D driving. Truck courtesy of the Mark Cole Agency. Why not get a second opinion on your car insurance? Call Mark Cole. But thank you to the Rotary for all you do. There's our Austintown Local School District. Jim Penk driving the truck, hauling our Austintown Board of Education. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for what you do for our children. Thank you for providing the great educations that I'm proud to say I'm a 1995 graduate. Dave Colaluca, our superintendent, in there as well. Thank you. We're joined by the pride of Austintown. Put your hands together. The Austintown Fitch High School Marching Band. The Fitch Band continues its military tradition. It wishes to thank the 4th of July Committee for inviting them back again. The directors wish to invite the community to the 50th Annual Fitch Band Night on Monday, August 29th at 7 p.m. in Greenwood Falcon Stadium. They are looking forward to an exciting marching band season. The marching band, under the direction of new leader Mr. David Klein. Thank you to the Austintown Fitch Marching Band. Following them, who could forget the Austintown band parents? They're the ones that make it all happen. Thank you guys. Make sure you go and support them at the concession stands on Friday nights at Falcon Stadium. Always cheering on our Falcons are the Austintown Fitch cheerleaders. Thank you, ladies. And following them, we've got more Falcon cheerleaders. Our Fitch freshman cheerleaders. And more cheerleaders, the Austintown Middle School cheerleaders. The Austintown Middle School cheerleaders work hard to support and represent Austintown athletics. This year there are 30 AMS cheerleaders ready and excited to cheer on Falcon Nation. Thank you, ladies. Following them are the Boys of Fall. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your 2022-2023 Austintown Fitch football team with head coach TJ Parker. TJ is destined to return a winning tradition back to Austintown Fitch. TJ, a former Falcon himself. TJ, good luck. We want to see everybody on Friday nights under the lights of Greenwood Falcon Stadium. Come on out and cheer on the Boys of Fall, the Austintown Fitch football team. We've got more members of our Austintown Fitch football team. There's our Austintown Falcon Cadets. Make sure you check them out on Friday nights as well. And then, of course, Friday nights during football or during basketball season as they perform at halftime, we're always lucky to have our Falcon Cadets dancing for us. It's Falco Tech and the Austintown Fitch robotic teams. They are the 2021 Upper Ohio River Region Chairman's Award. Falco Tech offers in-person, hands-on after-school robotics programs for all grade levels, K through 12th grade, and anyone can join. For more information on how to become a member or to donate, go to their website at falcotech3193.com. Following them, it's our Falcon volleyball team. Fitch Volleyball won the AAC Conference back-to-back seasons 2021 and 2022, and we're also sectional champs and district runner-ups both seasons. Make sure you go out and support our Falcon Volleyball team. And that's our Falcon Soccer team following them. It's Fitch Soccer. They're not only kicking the soccer ball, but they're going to be kicking some butt. Go out and support our Falcon Soccer team. Following them, it's the Austintown Local Schools Transportation Department. Getting your kids safely to and from school every day of the week. Thank you to the Austintown Local School Transportation Department. They are currently hiring bus drivers, so if you have an interest in being a part of driving the big yellow cheese wagon, go contact the Austintown Local Schools Transportation Department. Thank you guys for making sure our kids get home to and from school safely. Thank you. We're joined now by Westside Tire and Service. Success in Austintown is work-life balance. At Westside Tire and Service, they want to thank all of their customers that have made them a success. Because of you, they are able to enjoy success in Austintown with fabulous work and life balances. Thank you to Joanna Parker and everybody at Westside Tire. You guys always do a great job with your float. That is one of the ones that always wins every year, folks. How about that float? And there's Charlie's Restaurant with their little golf cart driven by Stacy Devers. Hi, Stacy. Thanks for being a part of our parade. Make sure you go down to Charlie's and get a Charlie's special. Following them, the St. Joseph Knights of Columbus Council 13977. Thank you, guys. As your float says, God bless America. God bless you guys. Thank you for all you do for our community. Now joining us is Dairy Queen, everybody's tasty treat. That's everybody's favorite treat. Ray and Chrissy Smith, thank you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of our community. They are proud to be the #1 DQ cake store in the Tri-County area. They are proud to be in the top 10% of Dairy Queens in this area. Thank you, guys. Once again, Highway Tabernacle Church, our kickoff spot of the parade. The Highway Kids from Highway Tabernacle Church want to invite you all to their Vacation Bible School, July 15th through the 15th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Prepare for blast off as you take an out-of-this-world adventure. You'll explore God's glory in the furthest reaches of the universe. Thank you, guys. Thank you to Highway Tabernacle. And once again, for being our host and kickoff to our parade every year. Next in the parade is Tim Ryan for Ohio. Tim is running for U.S. Senate. Tim currently represents us as our congressman. Thank you to Tim and being a big part in making Austintown what it is. Thank you to Tim Ryan and good luck to him in his bid for U.S. Senate. There he is. How you doing, Timmy? Good to see you, buddy. Bring us home a victory this November. Next in the parade route is the Austintown Girls Softball League. Team members from Bounce, Jones, BW3, Images by Mandy, Bergen, and Lane. It's the girls of the Austintown Girls Softball League. Put your hands together again for them. How are you? Good to see you. Man, he's got an arm on him. That's the Austintown ATA Martial Arts with Niles Brothers Landscaping. Over 30 years of teaching the Austintown community with safe and effective martial arts and training. Thank you to Austintown ATA Martial Arts. Following them are members of the Austintown Community Baseball Group. Look at these guys in these snazzy uniforms. You guys look great. Austintown is fortunate to have very great baseball organizations in its community. Make sure you sign your kids up. Thank you to Austintown Community Baseball for being a part of the 2022 parade here in Austintown. Thank you. There's more members of our Austintown Community Baseball. Also mixed in there with them was Joe Protein and his 1934 Street Rod. How about that car, folks? Did you see that thing? It's a 1934 Street Rod owned by Joe and Melissa Protein. It was all hand-built. It took them 3 years to build it, and they built it for their 6-year-old grandson, Vinny. Wish my grandparents would have built me a 1934 Street Rod, huh? Got a little bit of a break in the parade. Just want to remind you, please make sure you stay far enough back that they can get the vehicles down the parade route safely. There's Greenford Christian Church. They're located at 150 Victoria Road. Greenford Christian Church, Austintown is a community where you can belong. Bring the whole family and come as you are on Sundays at 9:30 and 11 to be encouraged and challenged to grow closer to Jesus. Mark Pemberton over at Greenford Christian Church. Thank you guys. That looks like Hefke Racing. How about that? Look at that car. How cool. Hefke Racing is sponsored by Austintown Pawn. Avon Karen Christie Car Parts Warehouse. Thank you. Next is Paul Huba in his 1930 Chevy Street Rod. It's a 283 engine with a 4-speed. Oh my goodness, look at all these cars. And a 1924 Star Cabriolet, built by Durant in New Jersey.
Great big happy 4th of July to everybody. Let's hear it for the American flag.
Next, Dave Johnson, Republican State Committee.
Thank you wherever you are.
Behind you. You just said something very important. August 2nd, not many people remember that. You do have to vote on August 2nd, folks. Get out and vote. Next is Sam's Wedge Inn. Located right at the corner of New Road and Raccoon Road. Stop in at Sam's Wedge Inn. Get a nice cold drink and something good to eat. A long-standing tradition, Sam's Wedge Inn. Next is Century 21 Lakeside Realty. George and Teresa Barrick, the Barracks. How are you? You guys look great. Thank you. Happy 4th of July. When you're ready to buy your next home, Century 21 and Lakeside Realty. Next is Resurrection Cemetery. Resurrection Cemetery of the Diocese of Youngstown is a resource for your funeral, cremation, and cemetery needs right here on Raccoon Road in Austintown. Don't be stupid with fireworks today, folks. You might be calling them sooner than later. Be safe on this 4th of July. Hey, look at these guys. How are you? Happy 4th of July. Next is Wedgwood Park Church. Wedgwood Park Church is hosting Rocky Railway Vacation Bible School from August 8th through the 10th, 5:45 to 8:30 p.m. for children age 4 through grade 6. Come and invite a friend. That's the Vacation Bible School at Wedgwood Park Church. Next is Bruce Neff, elect Bruce Neff. Bruce is running for state representative in our new 58th district. Bruce lives in Canfield, is currently in his second term on their city council. His decision to run for state rep is to protect our democracy and bring more honesty to Columbus. Bruce is pro-union, pro-choice, and he wants term limits for all and to build good jobs in our valley. He is a 7th generation Neff from our Mahoning Valley Pioneers. Bruce, how are you? Good to see you, Bruce. Happy 4th of July. And look at this guy. Happy 4th of July. Bob Hagan, our Democrat running for Ohio State Senator. Bob is joined by his better half, Michelle Hagan, our state representative. Bob and Michelle, how are you? Happy 4th of July. Make sure you vote Bob Hagan for Ohio State Senate. Bob, we got to get you back down there to Columbus to fight for us. Thank you, guys. Michelle, thank you for fighting for us. You've done a lot for Austintown. Thank you so very much. Next is our Austintown Youth Football Program. Our future Falcons. Coming together is the beginning. Staying together is progress. And working together is success. A quote by Henry Ford. Last year in 2021, the Colts and the Austintown Little Falcons came together and united as one team. The resilience and determination and that has been demonstrated by this team is what led them to a championship season. Thank you to the Austintown Youth Football Organization, all their leaders, and hats off to their leaders for the vision to put those two guys together. Thank you guys very, very much. Next in line, I love it. It says Team Ohio. That's the Ohio Gymnastics Institute. The Ohio Gymnastics Institute is locally owned business for the last 35 years. It is the area's best place for gymnastics. Wow, how about that? I can't do a somersault, let alone do that. How many people here are capable of like even a cartwheel? Not me. Awesome job, ladies. Awesome job. Once again, the Ohio Gymnastics Institute, located right on Webb Road in Austintown. Take your kids down, sign them up. Why let them jump around your house? Take them down there and let them jump around. Next is the Honey Badgers. The Honey Badger softball team, look at them, there we go. Oh, these girls throw better than you. Awesome job. Next is Veterans Haven, helping homeless veterans. 330-409-9139 in Mahoning and Trumbull counties. Homeless veterans, give them a call. If you know a homeless veteran, help them out by giving them a call. Next is Lou Lyris for Congress. Lou is the Democratic nominee for Congress in Ohio's 6th District. Join Lou in the fight to rebuild the American dream and create a brighter future for America. Thank you, Lou. Next is Girl Scout Troop 80899. The Austintown Girl Scout Troop has been part of the community since 2001 and currently consists of brownies, cadets, and seniors. They should be throwing out Girl Scout cookies. Next is St. Christine's Troop Pack 22. How are ya? It's the Coolies and Cub Scout Pack 22. Find them on Facebook at Pack 22 Youngstown. Join. Oh my goodness. Thank you for trying. Boy Scout Troop 9022 out of St. Christine's Church. The Boy Scouts are always prepared. They've got their canoes in case Raccoon Road floods today. Once again, thank you to Troop 22 for being a part of today's parade. Next is Papa John's Pizza. Papa John's Pizza, order online or stop in their location on Raccoon Road, 793-3400. Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, folks. Next is the United Methodist Church at Smith Corners. Hi, everybody. Smith Corners Church. How are ya? Blue Siren following them. How about that? You want to see a good band? Go see Blue Siren. Members of United Methodist Church, thank you guys for being a part of the parade. Next is A&J Roofing and Siding, offering commercial and residential 24/7 emergency services for storm and damage. Next is the USS Renegade Starfleet. It's a shuttle with the crew of the USS Renegade, the Youngstown chapter of Starfleet International. The USS Renegade has been in the Youngstown area for over 33 years. There he is. It's John Hoppa. How you doing, John? Good to see you. Next is the Mineral Ridge Church of Christ. Mineral Ridge Church of Christ proudly promoting their youth group and upcoming one-day vacation Bible school extravaganza. Come Fiesta at Mineral Ridge Church of Christ. Next is Bruce Goss and his 1985 Suffin fire truck, formerly a Hubbard retired fire truck. Thank you, Bruce, for being a part of the parade. Next is a classic truck. It's a unique classic truck. Kayla Van Dyke, thank you guys for being a part of the parade. It's the Bluntmobile. Jamie Blunt, State Farm agent, located on Route 46 in Austin Town. There she is, all dressed up in her stars and stripes. Jamie, a big sponsor of last year's 2021 fireworks. Thank you, Jamie, for being a part of the parade. We love having you here in Austin Town. Alexander Concrete and Coatings. Revitalize your concrete. A very simple single-day install. They offer free estimates, 330-272-9204. Next is the Detail Wizard, Auto and Cycle Detailing. How are you guys? Good to see you. Auto and Cycle Detailing for all your mobile detail needs. It's veteran owned and operated, so support a veteran by contacting Auto and Cycle Detailing. Next is Austin Town Nutrition. Austin Town Nutrition is locally owned by Western Reserve graduate Lindley Mamonis and her spouse Miguel Quiones with their two little ones, Evangeline and Angelo. They serve healthy meal replacement shakes, energizing teas, protein coffees, immunity shots, and more. Located across from the old Hubbard building on Mahoning Avenue. Austin Town Nutrition. We've also got O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's and SRT. SRT Motorsports. Sports cars, muscle cars, SRT Motorsports. And once again, thank you to O'Reilly's. And last, but certainly not least, it's your parade chairman. Put your hands together for Bruce Shepis, co-owner of Austin Town Bounce. He's the one that puts on the parade, gets everything organized. Bruce Shepis. Bruce, thank you for an awesome parade. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce, your Austin Town 4th of July Parade chairman. And of course, our Austin Town Police Department rounding out the parade. What a fantastic 2022 Austin Town 4th of July Parade. It was fantastic. Thank you, Austin Town. Thank you so much for being a part of our 4th of July. We hope you enjoyed the 2022 parade. Thank you once again to everybody in the Austin Town 4th of July Committee, Thank you to the Austintown Township Board of Trustees, all of their workers, to the Austintown Police and Fire Departments for making this happen. Thank you to Falcon Media for filming today's parade and also our festivities all week long. And more importantly, thank you to the Austintown community for coming out and being a part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your 2022 parade here in Austintown. I am the 4th of July Committee Chairman, Jim Davis, signing off and saying thank you and happy 4th of July, Austintown. Have a good night, good evening, and be safe. Happy 4th of July.
In association with Austintown Local Schools and Austintown Township.